guys, my name is Kiara and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how to start your healthy journey. But if you aren't subscribed, make sure to click that red button, which will be down there somewhere, and follow all my social media, which is always listed down below as well. But let's just get into the video and figure out some healthy tips. So just a little backstory, I actually started my healthy journey back in January at the beginning of the year. It was my New Year's resolution and I did stick to it and I did very well. But then once quarantine and everything and the pandemic, once everything came around, it was really hard for me to stick to it. But I've been trying my best and I really need to get back to working out. But at the beginning, my number one tip for myself was to just start. I feel like everybody just has an excuse onto why they can't start right now or why they shouldn't start right now or whatever. There's always an excuse and there will always be an excuse for something. So my number one tip is to honestly just start. Who cares about anything? If you can't afford a gym membership or anything, literally just go to the park and walk or go for a run in your neighborhood or wherever you live and just do that, because that's honestly the number one easiest thing to do. Now, these aren't going to be in any type of order just because it was kind of hard for me to put these in order. But my next tip is to just set a small goal at first. So let's say your biggest goal is to work out 5 days a week. Obviously, if you haven't been working out for a few years, that's going to be a really hard goal to achieve at first. So I recommend starting out working out 2 days a week and then work yourself up to those 5 days a week. With myself, I started with 3 days a week and then I worked myself up to 4 and then eventually I got to 5. So, it takes time, but the more you do it, the more you'll be like, oh, I love working out, I feel so good. And then you'll want to keep going more and more days. Another great tip is to find someone or something that can hold you accountable. Rather that be your significant other or your gym membership. For me, it was Orange Theory that holds me accountable because the membership is so expensive that I was like, okay, I'm literally paying an arm and a leg for these workout classes that I absolutely need to go and I need to sign up and I need to get my money's worth. But if I wasn't using Orange Theory as my accountability, then I would have to find a buddy, a friend, your sibling, your parents, your significant other, whoever that can hold you accountable to working out when you said that you're gonna work out. Now, this is one of the most important things is to not buy junk food or to throw out the junk food that you have. So that can be the hardest part is food. I love junk food. I love Chick-fil-A. I love it all. So that was honestly the hardest part for me. But I really recommend just going in your pantry and throwing out your junk food, or at least throwing out majority of it. It's really okay to eat junk food when you want to, but if you just have 6 bags of chips and 3 tubs of ice cream, you're gonna want to eat it all the time. So I really recommend just throwing out as much as you can and then not really buying a whole bunch like you normally would. One of the most important tips that I have learned, I don't remember who I heard this from, but I'm pretty sure it was from one of the fitness Instagrammer people, but it's to, let me rephrase, everything in moderation. I don't do the whole diet thing because it's just not, I don't really think diets are the way to go. I just feel like you can eat everything in moderation. So yeah, don't eat Chick-fil-A for 3 meals of the day, but it's okay to have Chick-fil-A once a week. That's okay. And it's okay to have cookies after your dinner or have ice cream after dinner. It's just really everything in moderation. So as long as majority of the food that you are consuming is healthy food, then it's okay to have a cookie every day of the week. Nobody's gonna die and you're not gonna gain 20 pounds by eating a cookie every day. So that's one of my big tips for myself, is to just remember it's okay to have everything in moderation. Also, going along with that whole moderation thing, limit your fast food. So when I first started my journey, I made sure that I did not eat fast food for the whole entire month of January. And at first it was really hard because, like I've mentioned in this video already, I love Chick-fil-A. So it was really hard for me to not eat Chick-fil-A the whole month, but I did it, and by the end of the month I wasn't craving Chick-fil-A as much as I was at the beginning of the month, and it actually made me feel so much better. Now, a really big tip that was really helpful for me was to cut down on the juice, on the soda, on the alcohol, if you're of age, all of that. I'm a big water drinker anyways, but I really do love lemonade and I really do love orange juice. So that was my problem, was that I really need to cut out those drinks because they are filled with so much sugar, and it's really just empty calories going in your body and not really helping you at all. So my advice is to not buy any juice at your house, and then if you are eating out, try to get water. But if you haven't had any juice that week, it is okay to just get 1 cup of lemonade or soda or whatever you choose to drink. Personally, I don't drink soda, so I always choose to get a lemonade whenever I go out to eat. And then one of my favorite tips is to go out and buy some new workout clothes or workout shoes. I know that always makes me feel so much better when I am wearing some cute new leggings or cute new shoes or cute new sports bras, whatever it is. Go out and buy yourself one of those so that you can feel good in this cute outfit, and then you'll really be excited to hit the gym or to go running or whatever you're gonna do. I know Target has really affordable workout clothes right now. They came out with this new line, I can't remember what it's called, but they have really cute stuff, and I've gotten a few things from there so far, so definitely check that out. Now, another one of my tips I don't really use as much, but it's to create a workout playlist. Whenever I go to Orange Theory, they obviously have music already playing, so there's no need for me to bring headphones or listen to my own music. But if you are going to the gym or going for a run, you want to have some good like hype music that's going to keep you going. So before you go on your run, make sure to download the playlist that you want or to create a playlist that you want, because I know that can be so helpful when you're listening to some hype music, and it will just get you going. And then one of my last tips is to know what workouts you are going to do and know what your end goal is. So if you're going to the gym, you need to know what kind of workouts you're going to do before you get to the gym, so that you're not just stuck there standing at a machine for 20 minutes trying to figure out what workout you're going to do. So what I like to do is I like to save the workouts on Instagram into the little save category they have on Instagram whenever I do my own like at-home workouts or anything. So I will save those ahead of time so that I know exactly what I'm going to do. Or you could have a little notebook or write it in your notes on your phone of what exercises you're going to do that day, because it really helps and it really saves time. And then also, if you're going to go for a run, make sure you kind of know where you're going to run to, like how far you're going to run, like what your end goal of running is, because that will also help with knowing like, okay, I'm almost there, like I can make it, I can do it, rather than you're just running and not really knowing where you're going, and that'll really make you kind of lose motivation. And then the last thing I wanted to say for you guys who are starting your healthy journey is to not compare. Because I know that will be the hardest part, is going on Instagram and seeing all these fit people who have started their healthy journey a very long time ago, and you're just starting yours. So there's no need to compare, because you guys are both on different paths. And I know it's hard to compare because, you know, I do it, everybody does it, but like everyone says, comparison is the thief of joy. So the more you compare, the more you're going to be unhappy with how you look and how your healthy journey is going. But you just need to remember that everybody has to start somewhere, and you are finally starting. So one day you'll get to looking great and feeling great, and then somebody else is just going to compare themselves to you. So it's okay to compare, but don't let it overwhelm you, and don't compare too much to where you just stop going to the gym or stop eating healthy, because then you're really not going to get anywhere. But yeah, so that is all I have for you guys today. I hope these tips helped in some way. If you have any more tips that you want to share with me and anybody else, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and you can follow my social media, which will be on the screen and also listed down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.